Hey guys, welcome back to Blue Dragon RPG. My name is John, and today I'm taking a look at Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes and the monster cards that go along with the book. So I ordered these off of Amazon because they had their books buy 3 for the price of 2. So I picked up this book, Curse of Strahd, and the Explorer's Guide to Wildemount, and I decided, since I'm getting the book, I like having the cards to go with them. So we'll take a look at the book first. I love the cover. I know that these are, I think someone told me these are higher level monsters, which is fine because, you know, I just like to have every book. So there's a lot of stuff in here that probably can't be used in my current game yet because my players aren't high enough level, but I like all of the flavor text and stuff. So this is just a chapter about the Blood War, which is the war between the demons and devils of the Abyss and the Nine Hells. So I'm always like, I've always been super into the lore behind this, so I definitely wanted to get this book for that reason. So chapter 2 goes over elves, chapter 3 goes over dwarves and Duergar, chapter 4 goes over Gith and their endless war between the Githyanki and the Githzerai, and I think it goes over their problems with like the mind flayers and stuff. And then chapter 5 is halflings and gnomes, which I thought was kind of a cool inclusion because this chapter is actually not about war and stuff. I mean, it's actually like super chill. So I think my kid will really like this section. But and then of course in the back is a bestiary. So I don't know if I would consider this like a full-fledged monster manual, but it's definitely like a Fiend Folio if you had the Fiend Folio from 3rd edition. So yeah, here's the bestiary. I love some of these higher level creatures. Astral Dreadnought, awesome. Bone Claw. Oh, the Cadaver Collector. This was one of my favorite monsters in 4th edition. And so I'm glad that we've got the Cadaver Collector now in 5th edition statted out. These chokers, I got a couple of these. I got a couple of these figures when I opened up all those packs of minis. So now I got the stats for them. But yeah, I'm not going to flip through every single thing in here, but look at that corpse flower. Some of this stuff is just really cool. These are like my kind of monsters, because eventually you get sick of throwing goblins, orcs, and ogres at your players. I like to start to get into the weirder stuff. So that's some fantastic 2-page spread there. Yeah, Demon Lords. There's the Demogorgon. Gotta have the Demogorgon. Yeah, this... I got some of those figures too. Yeah, Demon Shape Changer. Awesome. Well, at least I know I've got figures to go with some of these things. There's Orcus, statted out. But yeah, so that's basically what's in here. I don't know if they've got any appendices. Yeah, just monster lists. Stat blocks by creature type. And then stat blocks by challenge rating. So they do have a few monsters in here. The turtles in here. They do have a few monsters in here that are kind of lower level, but I would say the majority are you'd have to be pretty higher, you know, higher level to fight creatures by environment. So yeah, definitely a cool book. I've been wanting this for a while, and you can't really beat that deal on Amazon, the buy 3 for the price of 2. So I picked that up. But then I wanted to get these because I just like having quick reference cards like this when I'm DMing. Is that just a filler? Yes, it is. Oh, come on, Gale Force 9. Alright, so I know some of these come on smaller cards and some of them come on bigger cards, so we'll see what the quality of these are. So these kind of feel more like the spell cards. That's kind of how they feel. I think in my last video I showed you guys the Taroka deck. So these feel a bit different from that. These are more like the spell cards. I'm pretty sure you can write on these. You can write on the spell cards. It doesn't really say, but if they're like those, then you can use wet erase or dry erase on these. I mean, I don't know why you would. It's just a stat block. But Tortle. So yeah, the one side has the art, the other side has the stat blocks. Does this seriously not have artwork? See, in my opinion, Gale Force 9 is really hit or miss. See, some of the monsters, it's like they didn't even bother putting art, and that kind of pisses me off, to be honest, because you're paying a premium price for these because, let's face it, it's officially licensed 5th edition stuff, and they can't even give you art on every single card. That is kind of frustrating, but whatever. I guess I shouldn't be complaining. But yeah, look at that. Are you kidding me? How hard would it have been to just get, you know, a few artists together to kind of fill out what's not in the book? See? You gotta love Gale Force 9. Geez, there's actually like a lot more without art than what I would have expected. Like I said, maybe I shouldn't complain, but I'm going to anyways. I call BS on that. So these are the bigger cards that I guess require more space to require more space on their card for the stats. So yeah, I like these bigger cards. Wonder how many of these are not going to have art on them. Well, at least the Cadaver Collector's got artwork. I love that. I love the idea of a big construct just going out on the battlefield after war and collecting all the bodies up. I just think this is a cool creature. Boy, oh boy. These really do stick together. See, they just use the same art for... I mean, I guess that's not as big of a deal. I'd rather have, like, cards with the same art than just no art at all. I mean, I don't mind repeat artwork if it's the difference between a Deathlock Mastermind and a Deathlock White, but I would prefer some art over nothing. They could have done that with the orcs that I saw earlier. Just use generic orc art. not just a dumb symbol. Man, that's a cool creature. Yeah, these are really stuck together, aren't they? But once you get them unstuck the first time, it's not like they stick anymore after that. So, see, look at this. A Drow favored consort. A Drow house captain. You can't just get, look, Drow Inquisitor. You can't just get some generic Drow art. I wouldn't even care if every single Drow card had this exact artwork, as long as all of them have some kind of artwork. See, I wouldn't care if they just used the same Duergar art. Gale Force 9 kind of sucks sometimes, man. And that's where Pathfinder, I think, wins when it comes to monster stat cards and stuff. Look at this. Look how many of these don't have art. Well, there's the statue from the original Player's Handbook. That's cool. But yeah, that's where Pathfinder wins, in my opinion. Their monster stat cards for 2E, my god, those are beautiful. And they're nice and big. Like, they're even bigger than this. If you want to see a review on those, check out Draven Swiftbow's channel. He did 2 videos where he goes through every single card. And yeah, those cards are just awesome. So if you're a fan of Pathfinder 2E, I would definitely suggest picking those up. I still got to get into 2E at some point and get my books ordered. See, that is just disappointing. There's too many without art for my liking. I think if it would have just been maybe out of the whole box, maybe like 5 cards with no art, I guess I could let that slide. But I mean, there's seriously about 30 cards between the big and the small that just don't have art, and that's frustrating. But regardless, I guess it's still kind of nice to have stat cards that are easy to reference at the table. Anything that makes your job as a DM a little better is a good thing, right? And let's face it, this was Amazon, so I didn't pay full retail price for these. So like I said, I can't complain too much. These at full retail are $24.99 US and $33.99 Canadian. I would not pay full price for these. I'm being completely honest. Not with just the half-assed job that they do on, neglecting to put artwork on some of the cards and just having like a stupid symbol there instead. So yeah, I mean, I can't really recommend these unless you can get them on sale. Just pick them up on Amazon maybe, or I just can't recommend paying full retail for these. But regardless, the collector in me is happy to have Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes and the monster cards for the book. So what do you guys think? Do you guys have any of these? Let me know in the comments if you use many monsters out of here. I know a lot of people think that a book like this is useless because there's not a lot of low-level stuff, and I know it's been said that most D&D games are played at low levels because they typically end, I guess, before players get super high level. But I like high level stuff. I like all the weird stuff. So for me, plus, just as a collector, I like to get all of the books. So this was an easy choice for me to pick these up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I will catch you all in the next video. Bye, guys.